welcome aboard. My name is Acosta. I'm gonna be your tour guide today. You ready for Havana?
Yes.
Okay. The driver, his name is Robert.
Hi, Robert.
From here up to Havana, that's gonna be about 2 hours and a half. Today we're gonna be walking the different streets in Havana, in all Havana, the lunch is included. Havana has a population of about 2.5 million people. That's the largest city in the Caribbean, but it's a very important cultural place, and it's an important source for the Latino culture. We're gonna try to see most of the city, and then back in here in Varadero, let's say about 6 o'clock today. On the way, we're gonna talk a little bit about Cuba, and you can ask any questions about nature, from history, from culture, whatever. On the way to Havana, we are passing different villages. We're passing the main city of the province where we are right now, Matanzas. There are some nice views along the way. Villages mostly along the coast. They are normally, or most of the cases, actually fishing villages. We're also going to see a little bit of the development around here in this area. Right now we are passing Varadero, built in the 19th century when families from Cardenas, they moved around here actually for the beach area, you know, summer residences. And when the Americans came down in the 20th century, they developed a little bit more. Varadero, that comes actually from Spanish varar, that means actually to run aground. So because of the many sandbanks around here, you know, in the colonial times, the ships, they used to run aground. They couldn't sail any, and they didn't know much about the waters around here. And it was a very famous area for corsairs, pirates. So you can see the this stretch of water in here. That's actually a canal, natural canal, so that separates Varadero from mainland. So Varadero is actually an island. Over there, by the bus over there, by the big trees over there, the blue windows, the blue doors. That was the house of Al Capone. Many of these families, you know, after the Cuban Revolution, Castro began nationalizing everything. So the houses were actually taken by the government. And now it's for tourism. That's the Strait of Florida, and that's precisely where Varadero is located. Cuba is at the entrance of the Gulf of Mexico. The waters around here, they were also very known because of fishing, as I was telling you. Marlins, yeah, tuna fish, sharks, all kind of big fish you get in this water. Cuba is the largest island in the Caribbean, actually one of the largest archipelagos in the world. Cuba has a very humid climate, so that's actually because of the trade winds, mostly the trade winds. The breeze and the hurricanes from the Caribbean, the trade winds from the Atlantic. So the first inhabitants of Cuba, they were Arawaks. They came actually from South America, and that was the most important group of aboriginals in Cuba. That's the university, one of the smallest in Cuba, but it's an important university. That's a campus university. Matanzas means in Spanish, killings, manslaughters. There was a pirate, Piet Hein. He was a Dutch pirate who attacked the Spanish silver fleet or treasure fleet here in Matanzas, and he defeated the Spanish, and he killed a lot of the Spanish. That's why this bay is called the Bay of the Killings. You know, the Cuban crocodile, you can find only here in Matanzas in the south of the province, around the Bay of Pigs. Here is the place where the national dance of Cuba was born. You know the national dance of Cuba? Running after the bus, that's the national sports. Cuba is known because of salsa, because of many other rhythms, you know. And this is, that's Mambo. But this is Buena Vista Chan Chan. Take a look over there, the valley. You can see the birds flying. We call them turkey vultures. Since the colonial times, this rock has been used actually for constructions. We produce around 4 million tons of oil. This oil, that's a heavy oil, rich in sulfur, and we need a lot of refining. So this oil is not used for transportation. Our oil for transportation, that comes mostly from Venezuela. As you know, Cuba and Venezuela, very good friends. we produced around 8 million tons of sugar every year. You can imagine how much personnel was needed actually to work on the plantations and the factories and the transportation and the whole things, you know, for in the sugar industry. And don't forget, the best rum in Cuba. The best rum in the world.
All the best.
Now that's going to be about 45 minutes still to get to Havana, okay? Havana is near to be actually 500 years old. It's not only one of the oldest in Cuba, it's also one of the oldest in America. Population in Havana, 2.5 million people. The city was initially founded in 1514, but it was moved actually to this current location in 1519, around the bay. That was a more strategical place. Havana was a very prosperous and a very beautiful city. That's what we're going to see today. A lot of decay actually came in the 50s already with the new neighborhoods, the new American neighborhoods. The old colonial parts were forgotten. We're going to see different areas. We're going to see the most touristic part of the city. We're also going to go into the old part, which is not really restored yet. Then afterwards, after the walk, we're going to be walking around in Havana around 2 hours. From here, we're going to see some iconic buildings like the one over there on the left, the lighthouse. The Spanish had a wall in here. They needed a high position to take over the city, and they found the hill a strategic place. The English didn't come the other way around, and they took hold of that position there, and that gave an advantage to the English forces. So we are going next stop, actually after this walk, that's going to be the restaurant. The restaurant is the 12 Apostles. That's on the other side of the bay. We shall be around there, say around 1 o'clock, but we are going to be walking now together, so to guide you around here, the different streets, you know, the different buildings, the different things, actually the life in the old city.